Welcome to the mighty jungle. We'll cover everything you need to know to start living, exploring and looting the new jungle biome. Hey guys, Jfarr here and let's get started. Inside you'll notice a bunch of new vegetation, especially the massive vine-covered trees with purple flowers. These aren't just for show, you can actually climb up them. Up top you'll find small platforms and swingable vines which work as a new way to move around. Walk up to a vine and you'll see an arrow showing which direction you'll swing. If there's multiple arrows, you'll swing towards the one you're looking at. Hold E for more options like swing, throw back, useful for letting teammates follow, or descend to quickly get down. You can also jump off mid-swing with space, but be careful of fall damage. Just a heads up though, swinging around makes you an easy target to spot, and likely one of the primary ways you'll reveal your position in the jungle. These trees also give you 655 wood when chopped down, not the greatest amount, and they respawn after a few minutes. And yes, you can build around these trees if you want to turn one into your own little jungle base. If a wall is in the way of a swing, the player will just fall off. A new massive river now cuts through the jungle, giving you great boat access or being a prime spot to farm crops. There are smaller waterholes scattered throughout too, which you can build around. Since everyone's graphic settings are a little different, here's how the jungle looks on low, medium, high, and max graphics. You'll still find nodes spawning next to large rock prefabs in the jungle. If we turn off the trees, it can help us see where exactly the nodes are spawning, but thanks to the trees it's way harder to see them here compared to the other biomes. Because of that, and with other areas still offering better loot and visibility, it's unlikely you'll see big groups settling deep in the jungle after the hype dies down. If you do want to live here, build close to a rock prefab so you can farm nearby nodes more easily. Starting off, we have the crocs. You'll find these guys in rivers and ponds. If you get too close, they'll start stalking you. Just run away and they'll return back to the water. But if you hurt them, they'll start charging at full speed. Don't even bother trying to outrun them. You can dodge their attacks by running to the side when they charge. You can also use a shield to block a chunk of the damage if you get face to face. If they kill you, they'll actually drag your body to the river, which makes getting your gear back a real pain. To kill a croc, place a wooden foundation near the water. Lure it by stepping into the water, then jump onto the foundation when it charges. Now shoot it from up here. If it runs off, repeat the process. Just make sure the foundation isn't twig, they'll break it. Panthers are sneakier and more ruthless compared to crocs. You'll spot their glowing eyes at night, which isn't terrifying at all. They'll stalk you from a distance. You'll know one's stalking you when the jungle ambience and music cuts out. If you look directly at them, they'll slow down, but turn your back and they'll close in fast. You can actually scare them away by drawing a weapon on them like a bow, which causes them to temporarily flee. You can also swing around a torch to keep them from approaching. When they do strike, they'll run up, take a swing and run away. But they'll still be lurking and eventually come back. Tigers are the most dangerous predators in the jungle. Like panthers, they stalk you silently, stick around after attacking, and their glowing eyes give them away in the dark. You can once again draw a bow to scare them off, or swing a torch to keep them at bay. Be careful when running around as you may now step on a snake. If they bite, you'll take 20 damage and get hit with a 70% movement slowdown for a few seconds. But they're easy to run from or block with a shield. Once attacked, they'll vanish and reappear nearby in the direction they started travelling. Kill them to collect venom, which you'll need for crafting incapacitate darts. Here's the yield for each of the new animals. If you're worried about damage, we can look at that as well, with the big cats dealing the most damage per hit. Here's a comparison of how many bow shots it takes to take down the animals, with the crocs now taking the crown for the strongest animal. You'll find a single Ziggurat temple in the jungle. It can spawn a max of 8 crates at once, with there being 9 possible spawn locations. This is the path I would recommend taking to hit all the crate spawn locations. And here's the loot I received after a few runs of the monument. You can find the recycler inside, under one of the entrances, making it the only utility at this monument. You also won't find any keycard puzzles or radiation, making it accessible to all players. Unique to the Ziggurat temple is the new jungle crates. These spawn a new loot table which holds key items like the blowpipe, darts, and a lot of meds. Here's the spawn chances of each item in the jungle crate. Scattered across the jungle are smaller ruins. These usually have around 3 crates. Each ruin has a different layout and most crates require a bit of parkour to reach. The blowpipe is a new ranged weapon. To acquire one, you'll most likely find it in the new jungle crate, as it's not found in the tech tree. You can also find the blowpipe within elite crates and heavy scientists, but it's very unlikely. Then you can take it to a research table to learn for 75 scrap. Finally, you can then craft it at a level 1 workbench. It fires 4 new darts, also craftable, and must be researched in the research table for 75 scrap each. The scatter dart is like the shotgun, firing multiple smaller darts off at once, best used up close. The wood dart is the most basic dart you can find and offers the best mix of damage and range. I would suggest using this dart as your primary ammo type. If you shoot a player once with the rad dart, it will start applying radiation if they have less than 10% rad protection. For every shot after that, it will stack, so you can start damaging players with higher % rad protection. The incapacitate dart uses snake venom to craft. These slow the target by 50% and blow their screen for 6 seconds. Here's a side-by-side damage comparison of all the dart types. Thanks to the blowpipe's iron sights, it makes it much easier to hit targets from further away, compared to the crossbow. Also, blowpipes can be loaded into a turret along with darts. This means you could have one turret shooting the incapacitated darts to slow down the enemy, while another turret shoots at them, although it deals a fraction of the negative stats compared to just shooting the player yourself. An Aussie favourite, the Boomerang, was introduced, and as you expect, it returns back to you after throwing it. It can be used as a melee or throwing weapon. It actually allows you to hit enemies behind cover when you otherwise couldn't hurt them. However, if it does actually hit something, it will just fall to the floor. So in practice, it's similar to the wooden spear, where if you're going to be throwing them, you'll want a few of them crafted. Last up, the new jungle scientists. They're just a reskinned version of the roadside scientists. Same loot, same pistol, just orange hazmats to blend into the jungle a bit better. And that's it. Thanks guys for watching and I hope to see you in the next one.